Today we're gonna draw Anna from Frozen. I hope you're gonna follow along with me. You got a marker and some paper. Now if I ever go too fast, you can always pause the video to take extra time. Now yesterday we drew Elsa, and we've drawn Anna and Elsa before, but I decided it would be a lot of fun to draw her again in a different style with really big, cute cartoon eyes. So we're gonna do the same thing with Anna today. All right, we're first gonna start by repeating a lot of the same steps and draw her eyes first. We're gonna draw two circles right in the middle of our paper, but towards the top. Now we're gonna draw these close together also. So we're gonna start right here, and we're gonna draw the first circle. Then we'll draw the second one right next to it. There we go. Now we're gonna draw smaller circles in the top right of these bigger circles. Now this is the light that's shining in her eyes, or that light reflecting in her eyes. This makes our cartoons look really friendly. Okay, now inside of this, we're gonna draw her pupil, and we're gonna draw a C shape that goes around and matches the outside of the first circle we drew. Cool, now inside of this one, we're gonna draw a smaller circle in the bottom left. And then let's color in the middle circle. Now we can draw the top of her eye. We're gonna draw a rainbow line that starts on the inside, and then it touches the top of her eye and comes down on the other side. And then we're gonna make this a little thicker in the middle. So we're gonna repeat the same line, except get taller in the middle, and then come back down and end in the same spot. And then we can color this in. Let's repeat that same step over here. We're gonna draw a rainbow line that goes over, touches the top, and then comes back down. And then make it a little thicker. Draw the same line, a little taller in the middle, and then come back down and touch where we ended. Okay, and then let's color that in also. And then let's give her eyelashes. So on each side, we're gonna draw 3 curves that come out, and the second one is gonna be a little bit longer, and then the last one can be shorter. And then repeat that over here. Short, long, and then another short one. And then the last step for our cartoon eyes is to draw the very bottom. We're gonna draw a curve that touches, and then it extends out past it on the other side. So we'll do that same curve over here. Now we're going to draw the shape of her face. We're going to start over here next to her eye, and we're going to come down, and we want to draw a little point down at the bottom, a rounded point down here for her chin, and then back up for her other cheek. Okay, now let's draw her nose. We'll just draw a really short curve and then a longer curve for her mouth. Now let's draw the top of her head and also her hair. So the first line we're going to draw is a curve that comes down right next to her eye, and it's going to come down and touch and extend past, because her hair is going to be over her ear. So we'll draw that same line over here on this side. Also, we're going to match the left and the right side. So curve that comes out past, and then right here we can draw her ear on both sides. Draw a little J line for the bottom of each of her ears. Now we're gonna draw the top of her head. We're gonna draw a big, huge rainbow line that starts right here, curves over the top, and we're gonna almost touch the top of our paper, and then come back down and touch the other side. Now she kind of looks like she has a helmet just like Elsa did, but we're gonna add the details so her hair looks better. So we're gonna start up here. We're gonna draw a line that curves down and gets really close to her eye and ends in between her eyes. Then let's draw the other side of the Y. It's an upside down Y. And then right here, we're gonna connect it over to the other side. Okay, so there's one side of her hair. Now let's draw the other side. We're gonna draw a big W. So this line I'm gonna draw up a little higher, come down for a zigzag, then we'll come back over, and then back down. And we can connect it. Now I know she looks a little silly right now, but we're gonna add more details. She'll look cute at the end, I promise. Okay, let's add a few more lines inside of her hair. So we'll draw a little S line, So I'm going to curve one way and then back the other way. And I'm going to draw another S line right next to it. Okay, now we're going to repeat those two hairlines over here. On this side, it's for the little white streak of hair that she has. So we'll start here, and let's draw a big curve. And I'm going to come over here and then connect to that little bump. And then let's draw another one right next to it. It's going to come down further. And then maybe that S curves into the side of her head. Now Elsa had one braid that came down. We're going to draw two braids for Anna. She's going to come down and they're going to curl out to the sides. So let's first draw the rest of her hair that comes down, and then it's going to curve into her cheek. So we're going to curve and then end in her cheek. And we'll do that same curve over here. Curve down and match and go into her cheek. Okay, now let's draw her two braids, and we're going to repeat the same steps that we used for Elsa's hair when we drew her braid. So we're going to draw U's. We're going to draw one U coming down, and I'm going to also curve these. So we're going to draw another U, and then one last U right here. And let's repeat those three shapes on this side also. So we'll do a big U, medium U, and then a smaller U, and make sure that you're curving the other direction. See how they're going out? And then at the very end, let's draw another curve that goes even further up. And we can do that over here also. Now I know sometimes I might be going too fast for you, so remember you can always pause the video if you need to take that extra time. Okay, now we're going to draw an S curve on each side to finish your hair. So we'll curve one way and then back the other way. Same thing over here, curve down and then back up. Okay, now let's add those hairlines down here in her braids. So we're going to draw Y's, the letter Y. So we're going to draw one curve coming this way and then another curve the other way. And then let's draw another Y down here in this U and go all the way down her braid like that. Isn't that cool? It's a really easy way to draw a braid. And then at the very end, let's draw a little rubber band or a ribbon holding her hair together. Now we're going to do those same lines over here on this side. So draw a big line that connects to her cheek, and then a shorter line to finish the Y. And then we'll do the same thing down each of the little shapes down her braid. And then one last Y. And then that last curve for the ribbon in her hair. All right, we did it. We finished Anna's head and her hair. She looks really cute, except she's a floating head, so we need to finish her body so she's even cuter. We're going to first draw her little shawl that she has, and we're going to draw two curves, two diagonal lines that come out from her chin, and they're going to come out really far. So we're going to draw them out pretty wide, like this. See how far they come out? Now we're going to draw the top part that goes over her shoulders. So we're going to start halfway down and we're going to curve up to her chin, and then we're going to curve back down to the other side. Okay, now let's draw her body next. And we're going to draw this a lot closer together. So two more lines that come down further, and let's draw them even further down. There we go. And then we're going to draw one on the other side also to match. There we go. Cool. Now down here at the bottom, let's draw a wavy line to connect these two. And this is for the bottom of her dress. Now we can draw her arms and her hand. We're going to draw a J line that comes down and then curves into her body. And we'll do the same line on the other side too to match. Then let's draw a line on her wrist to separate her sleeve from her hand on both sides. Now I'm going to draw the side lines a little longer so that we can draw her shawl going down past her arms. Now let's draw an S line to finish this into her dress. I'll draw an S line over here also. Isn't that cool? That's that purple shawl that she was wearing when she's out in the snow. And then she also has a hood, but we can just imagine that it's behind her head. Now let's add the details to her dress. Up here towards her neck, we're going to draw two V's. One, and then one right below it. Then we can draw two more V's further down for her waist. Down and then back up. And then let's draw another one right below it. Now at the bottom of her dress, we're going to draw a U right in the middle. This is for the design on the very bottom of her dress. Now we're not going to add too many details to keep this lesson simple, but we'll add this one last little design on her dress. So I'm going to add another U that connects to the outside. Just like that. And if you want to, you can look at an image online and you can see that she has flowers and some other decorations on her dress, but we're going to leave those off to keep it simple. Okay, now the very last step, let's draw her shoes. We'll draw a sideways U, sticking out on the bottom, one pointing to the left and one pointing off to the right for her little feet. And then we can color those in black. Now before we color, let's do two more things. I forgot, let's add one last line right here on the end of her braids so that we can color in the stripe that she has, that blonde stripe or white stripe that she has going down her hair. Now we can also color in the top of her dress. This part right here is black. All right, we did it. We finished drawing Anna. She turned out really cute, except she's gonna look even better once we color her. Now this part I'm gonna fast forward, but at the end you can pause it to match the same coloring. We did it, we finished coloring Anna and she looks so much better with all the color. I hope you guys are gonna color your drawings also. You can pause the video right now to match the same coloring. I added shading to make her look a little more 3D, but you can leave that off to keep this lesson a little easier. Also be sure to color in her stripe and you can alternate through her braid so it looks like it's woven in with all the other hair. Now I want to ask all of our awesome art friends on YouTube for a favor. If you guys had fun following along with me, be sure to like this video and leave a comment below and tell us what character we should draw next. When you like our videos and leave a comment, it really helps us out on YouTube. We love drawing with you guys so much and we want to do this forever. So those likes and comments really do help us out. And we'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye!